Hey, I'm Shyam Ganesh with Grow Your Wealth Financial Planning. A question I often get asked by business owners is how to make sure that there's enough money in the bank account when it comes to pay taxes, when it comes time to pay taxes each year. Now, some of the things I see business owners doing are oftentimes they won't set aside any cash throughout the course of the year in order to pay taxes. Now we have to remember that when we do collect a GST or HST or PST from on behalf of the government, it is really the government's money, and it can't be spent on something else. So it should be set aside in order to pay it off. And also when there's income taxes owing, that should be set aside as well. Now the problem I see often is A, it's not getting set aside, or B, even if it is getting set aside, throughout the course of the year, there's lots of different payments that come up, and it might get drawn down on in order to make payment for some other large expense. And so it's really hard to establish the discipline to leave that money as tax money in a separate account. And the challenge with this is that obviously when the payment is due, it's due, and if you don't make the payment, there are all kinds of penalties as well as interest that accrues for any late payments that are made. So if you're late by a month, there's a certain percentage interest that's charged every single day until it's paid up. And last but not least, it's obviously very stressful to be in a situation where you've got this notice from the tax agency and you're not able to make that payment, whether that's a GST installment or a personal income tax payment. So the solution that I would I always recommend and I would suggest for you here today is that you have a separate bank account for setting aside taxes, and it actually be at a separate financial institution. So whichever bank you do your regular business banking at is not the place for your tax fund. Okay, so that's step one. So open up that account at a separate institution. And step two, take a percentage of gross revenue every single month. So tally up all of the income that's come in. Ideally actually do this twice a month, because a month is a very long time to wait. So twice a month, add up all of the money you've made in the last 2 weeks and move that over into this separate bank account. And the percentage itself, 15% is a good starting point, depending on what your tax rate is personally, as well as how much you're collecting in terms of GST and PST and your expenses. So if you're a newer business, 15% is a good starting point. If you're a more established business, it's fairly easy to look back at previous years and determine what that percentage should be. And then once you start setting aside every 2 weeks the cash, that it'll be there, and by being at a different institution, you're not tempted to reach into it, fund something else. So this is the solution that I would recommend. Now, obviously, everything is easier said. The concept is a lot easier than actually implementing it. And if this has been a challenge for you, you're absolutely not alone. Tons of business owners are in the same boat. It can be very intimidating to manage all of the funds coming into your business. And so if you'd like to chat more about this, I have a system that I can walk you through that will absolutely help you organize and manage all of this in a very streamlined and smooth manner. Simply fill out the 2-minute questionnaire below, and that will qualify you for a 30-minute conversation with me where we can chat more, get to know each other, and I can share a little bit more about my system with you. If not, hope to see you on the next video. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this one and wish you an amazing rest of your day.